Hi, I'm Joanna DeCellis, editor of Club and Resort Chef magazine. I'm here today with Jason Hembree, executive chef of Doylestown Country Club. Thanks for joining us today, Chef.
My pleasure. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit about the club.
Well, the club has been there since 1816.
Okay.
So it's well over, 1916. That would be a little old for 1816. So it's a centennial club.
Okay.
It's in a very historic area. Doylestown, obviously, is one of the first cities that were stabilized in that area. We still have some streets that you could see were horse and carriage streets.
Oh, really?
So there's a lot of history. There's a lot of culture in the city, in the town. Mm-hmm. And the club is predominantly golf. People are there for food and beverage. We do have a pool, which was added 10 years ago. But it's got a real family feel to it.
Okay.
Our demographic is going down. Okay. You know, that's kind of the trend with clubs. You know, it's being brought back into the family spectrum, opposed to just the dad's a golf member. Yeah. You know, mom shows up for the pool. Right. We come out on Saturday night. We eat prime rib. Yeah. It's just evolved so much over the last 10 years that I've been in the industry.
Yeah. So what about the food and beverage operation?
So at the food and beverage operation there is really unique and really special. What we're doing now is, obviously I'm a very seasonal chef, so I follow whatever's in locally. We source a lot of things from New Jersey. We source a lot of local stuff in Doylestown. Okay. But one of the things that we're doing now is we're doing limited tasting menus. Okay. The club didn't do this prior to me joining it. They would do a feature page every night. Okay. But we're kind of trying to put that in a menu form, like you have seen in all the clubs all across the U.S. Yeah. Just to kind of give the menu a little bit more structure. Yeah. Instead of just kind of throwing anything you want on there. Yeah. And so we've broken the menu down now since I've been there almost 2 years. And segregated it into what we think our membership needs the most. So we've got a bistro style menu that's offered from 2 till close, and that has small bites on it. We're doing like deviled eggs and like house-made pigs in a blanket, you know, real eclectic old school play stuff. Yeah. And then we mix in some like new fusion food. We're doing a miso chicken bowl on there. Cool. So it's got a lot of variety. It's not your typical what you would think of as a bistro menu, but it's what I think the clubs are evolving to as far as their bistro bar type menu, where they want eclectic food, they want some variety. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. We're going to touch on a lot of things, but right now I'm really excited about the tasting format we put to the menu, and just being able to have the freedom to do what I want. My members are extremely supportive.
That's amazing.
This is the first club I've ever been at where the membership is just like, whatever you want to do it. We'd love to see it. Yeah. So in this short time that I've been here, I've built a successful team and a trust relationship with them, where I don't know if it's my Ritz-Carlton background, but they just want me to let it go. So
that's great. How much do you do in annual F&B?
We're doing $2 million right now, a little over $2 million. Okay. So it's a much smaller club than I was at previously. Yeah.
Where were you previously?
I was at Glen Eagles Country Club in Delray Beach, Florida. Okay. Which we had 3 full-fledged restaurants there. I was the executive chef there. I was there for 3.5 years, and then we had some events in our family that brought us up north, and here we are.
Here you are. Yeah. So you're renovating your pool area, kitchen. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing in there.
So we're actually doing an entire renovation, which is going to include the clubhouse. Where basically our club, a lot of clubs up north, they're showpieces like the back of the club. Yeah. Especially the clubs that are 100+ years old. Yeah. So we're going to redo the entire inside. We're adding banquet facility space. Great. And the most exciting thing is we are going to do some renovations to our pool, which I'm sure, as every chef can talk about, they're whoever built them many years ago. Yeah. I don't know who it was, but they tend to just, hey, let's put this in here, and you can't do anything with it. So a lot of the setups are the same, a very microscopic kitchen, and your membership is they want to see variety, you can't produce it out of there. So one of the things we're tossing around right now, I'm actually in the process of designing the outdoor kitchen. We're going to expand the current kitchen there, make it usable, make it more, have a much better flow to it, because it really just didn't have a good flow. And then we have an outdoor barbecue that's there in a fire pit currently. Okay. I would like to enclose it. Or partially enclose it, and expand it down to the golf trail, so we can allow the people that are coming around from the turn to grab a hot sandwich. And I would also like to put a pizza oven in there, because I think pizza always goes very well with the pool, obviously.
Yeah.
And on Friday nights we do kind of a themed station there, whether it be like taco bar, burger bar, things like that. We do a wing night, we do a seafood boil one night, but it's just not set up for that. I would love to make it like almost like a universal indoor-outdoor kitchen.
Okay.
So we could do a lot more creative things there. I would really, that's what I'm pushing for. That's what the design's going for. So hopefully the members come through. And
that's exciting.
it would be great for them because we're not big enough to add a third dining venue.
Okay.
And I would really like to, our dining room is really something spectacular. It's special.
Yeah.
You know, with the food quality we're putting out, with the amount of options they have, the different style menus we've got going on all the time. But the pool is a dining venue in clubs, and it's overlooked so many times.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, it's a seasonal thing. It's 3 months. Well, there's a huge portion of our membership joins specifically for the pool. So it needs to be a priority. It needs to be as important as your in-dining restaurant.
Yeah.
So I'm really focused on that and really excited about that, and hopefully that pans out because I've got some really great ideas for that area.
Yeah, well, keep us posted.
Yeah, I will.
So what are some of your biggest challenges right now at Doylestown?
Staffing's always a challenge in this industry. You know, anybody who's ever worked in a leadership position. Where we live, where I currently am, it is a high-end area. A lot of the kids go to college, so we do get a lot of seasonal staff who kind of come and go. It's nice at the club because when you have, like I said, it's got that family unit feel to it. You have kids that are going to school, they'll come back for a year. Yeah. They may graduate college and come back for another year till they figure out what they want to do. But staffing is always extremely difficult in that area. So I've tried to reach out to the local culinary schools.
That's fine.
I'm a long way away from it. I'm working my way into starting some sort of quick school culinary program, whether it be an internship or a mentoring program. I'm working on it with a couple of my other colleagues that I went to culinary school with. And I really would like to see something like that, because almost like not a culinary school degree, not an apprenticeship, but hey, if you want to come and learn how to cook in 3 months, I can have you ready to work a standard line position. Okay. We don't have that in our industry.
We don't.
We don't have anything like that. We have kids who go to culinary school, adults who go to culinary school, they want to change their career, they get out, they know zero about what it takes to be a chef, even a cook. And we need to figure out something how to void that gap. Yeah. And I think there needs to be some sort of small, intimate, and nobody's doing it.
Practical,
hands-on,
education.
And this is what it's about. You're going to come work for me. You're going to work in my club. You're going to work for 3 months. I have this program set up for you. Yeah. We're not going to sit down and do curriculum. Yeah. I'm going to show you by example. You're going to go through every station, and by the time you leave my kitchen, you'll be ready to work on the line. And that's where you start at. You don't start washing dishes after you get a culinary degree. Yeah. And if you have an education and no hands-on skills,
right, you're just
what can you accomplish?
You
know, I need people coming to me right out of culinary school who I don't have to show them how to fillet a salmon. Yeah. You should have learned that in culinary school. Yeah. They're not teaching them a lot of the day-to-day practical stuff. Yeah. And we do need, like Daniel was saying, and I met him last night. Great guy, by the way. Yeah. He was, he's a culinary instructor. He's been doing this for 40 plus years. Right. You need that base education, but you need a base of hands-on education too, which we're not getting. So
so
that's
fill
something
that
I'm working
gap.
on
That's
as well.
really
I've got a lot of little projects going on.
I know.
My wife's like, she wakes up in the morning, I have a notebook and it's just filled with stuff. And I'm
she's like, did you sleep at all?
This is another project of mine. So
that's wonderful. Yeah. So what are some of your favorite kitchen hacks?
Some of my favorite kitchen hacks. Okay, so I'll tell you one. And my hacks are a little bit different than other people's. I'll explain it for you. Yeah. I tend to put things in stuff that you might not necessarily think would be in there or have any business being in there. Okay. So I'll give you an example of one. I was making a chicken liver pate. Okay. And I have my chef de cuisine with me, and he's a phenomenal cook. Yeah. He's been at the club for 15 plus years, and he's just super creative. Yeah. But he's always eager to learn as well. Yeah. So I'm making this pate, and it's just not quite as rich and smooth as I want it to be. Yeah. So I said, okay. I went into the cooler, I grabbed 2 heavy-duty tablespoons of mayonnaise and folded it in. Just added a little more fat to it. And he's like, did you just put mayonnaise in there?
Yeah.
And I said, absolutely. I said, you'd be surprised where I stick mayonnaise.
Yeah.
So that's kind of one of my kitchen hacks.
Yeah.
Is a secret ingredient in something that nobody really knows about.
Yeah.
And then you got your shortcuts as a chef.
Yeah.
You know, things that you come across over the years on, you know, rolling your lemons across the cutting board before you cut them, things like that, simple things.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, here's one.
Yeah.
And this is for people, because, you know, you think of a pastry bag and you think of, God, pastry chefs only use those. I'm a savory guy. Well, you can pipe mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
You can do several things,
do a lot of things
with a pastry bag as a savory chef.
Yeah.
And I do think that I agree with what a lot of people are saying nowadays. You need to be into pastry. If you're a chef, pastry is a part of cooking.
Yeah.
It should be no difference.
Yeah.
I love doing pastry.
Do you?
But here's a hack for you.
Yeah.
Anytime I fill a pastry bag, I buy the clear plastic disposable pastry bags.
Okay.
So I pre-fill mashed potatoes, or not necessarily mashed potatoes, but for years we did them in plastic wrap, but you can pre-do your mashed potatoes in there.
Okay.
You can pre-do your icings. You can pre-do anything you're piping out of there.
Yeah.
Put it in your pastry bag. When it empties, you pull the disposable one out, drop in a fresh one, no mess, no fuss.
That's amazing.
So that's an easy one. You can use that at home too.
Yeah, very cool.
simple.
3 ingredients you can't live without.
That's easy.
Let's hear them.
Salt, sugar, acidity. Can't live without them. Gotta have vinegar, gotta have citrus. It's the three.
It's the foundation.
It's the foundation. It's what it's all built on.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can have the best quality ingredients.
Yeah.
But they're just a simple component.
Yeah.
You need salt, you need fat, you need heat, you need these other components.
Absolutely.
But salt, sugar, vinegar.
Wonderful.
Can't live without them.
Well, thank you so much for joining us
It's been
today,
a pleasure
Chef. I
talking
really
with you.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
For more interviews like this, check out our website, www.clubandresortchef.com.